Today, let's forget the trends. These 8 perfumes will be always popular because I don't know about you, but I'm kind of at the moment tired of trends. Social media is so fast, like they're telling us this is trendy, this is trendy, this is trendy, and it's like in every single sphere of life. Ditch the trends. But these will stay forever. They are timeless, solid fragrances that have been here a while and they are just amazing. First up, of course, we have to start with Chanel. If you know this channel, you know I'm a Chanel lover, and what is more classic and timeless than Chanel, really? There's not many things, and Coromandel from Chanel, this is a classic. This is something that every single perfume lover will at least have smelled this and has got an opinion of this. This scent, to me, it's magical. I didn't really appreciate the full extent of it, just testing it a few times when I was younger, but then I was like, okay, I'm a bit older now. I was like 22 or something, or maybe 24, and I was like, okay, now I have to get this a go. And when wearing it, it's a completely different experience. It's such a lovely white chocolate, truly bomb. It's gourmand, but it's not too sweet. It's super classic. On each skin, I feel like it behaves differently. My husband wears it, and on his skin, it comes off really gourmand, really sweet. On my skin, the patchouli is like you're going into a deep cave, sort of a patchouli smell, and I absolutely love it. Super long lasting, projecting. This in the winter time, it's cozy. Once I was at an airport and we were like traveling to Poland to Christmas, and it was so cold, and the delay was, I think, 5 hours. We had to be 5 hours at an airport, and it was horrible. And I was like, okay, let me just go and pick a fragrance to make myself feel a bit more cozy. And I picked this one, and I remember just feeling like, oh my gosh, now I can just fall asleep knowing that the smell will just make me a bit more happy. This is that sort of really cozy, makes you happy scent, and it is just not trendy. It is a classic, and you can have this in your collection forever. Give it to your daughter, and then she'll also give it to her daughter, and you'll be all wearing Coromandel. Next up, we've got a very classic fragrance again, and it is Dominique Croppion Frederic Malle Portrait of a Lady. This scent, oh my gosh, it's timeless. And to me, I think because the patchouli note is in here, maybe patchouli does smell very timeless. It is a rose, geranium sort of patchouli fragrance. It's herbal, it's light. For a patchouli fragrance, it is a light scent, and it just smells very floral, fragrant. This rose is very jammy, like it smells pink to me, almost just like reddish going into the pink. And it's spectacular. It's a powerhouse of a fragrance. It's definitely a classic, totally unisex, like men can wear it, and women, like, I love those fragrances that, you know, you can buy and both of you and your partner can wear as well. This absolutely stunning, timeless, like it will never go out of style. This is not like a cherry fragrance at the moment, like those cherry almond fragrances are super hip, and I love a good cherry note. But yeah, this is not that. This is not trying to be, you know, gourmands are trending at the moment, I'm trying to be a gourmand. No, this is a classic, fresh, floral, beautiful fragrance that just screams class. Next up, a good amber fragrance is never going out of style. Let me know, by the way, in the comments what fragrance notes or what fragrances you think that are just those really classic fragrances that you don't consider popular trendy scents. This one for me, like a good amber fragrance, it's always a must in my collection, and I've been loving this one for a few years now. Ambra from Jeroboam. The extrait de parfum, this is just magnificent. It's got a lot of patchouli in here as well. It's a bit smoky. It's definitely chocolatey, a bit boozy even. It doesn't have any boozy notes in the notes, but it does smell boozy. It's sweet, it's tonka bean, it's this rich amber peru balsam. It's absolutely divine, lasts forever again. and the projection of this is wonderful. I even wear this in the summertime. I know, like, this is more of a winter fragrance, but I just can't resist. It's beautiful. It's absolutely just, it's so timeless. If you love amber fragrances, you have to give this one a try, because I promise you'll be super impressed. The way that it settles on the skin, the way that it wears, it's just, you can smell the ingredients are just there, and it's got a really rich color as well, so be careful on white clothes because it can stain them a little bit, but that just goes to show how much fragrance oil is actually in this fragrance. So even though you're getting like a small bottle of this is extrait de parfum, it's easy for travel, very easy for travel, and also you only need a few sprays because it's so strong. Next up, we've got a freshie, a timeless freshie that is not trying to be super hip and fun. This is just a class in a bottle. This reminds me of somebody who doesn't need to be trendy, like somebody who's got money but of generations, or a royal family, somebody who actually doesn't want to say or like look like they've got money because they'll probably be in danger or they'll get ripped off. This is that sort of a fragrance that, you know, I've got rich taste, but actually, like, I don't want to show off because it's just in my blood, you know, that sort of a fragrance. And it's Un Jardin and Mediterranean from Hermes. This fragrance, it is this most beautiful fig fragrance. It's musky, it's light, it's a bit coconutty even, it's green, it's got this, I would say, when it's really hot and you've got this really amazing sea breeze, slightly salty, this is that. Like, it also has got this airiness to it that just makes it so perfect for the summertime. It's not your typical only citrusy freshie, or like Eau de Rhubarbe Écarlate from Hermes. That one is very simple. It's genius, but it's very simple. This is more of a full-bodied fragrance, but I love the airiness, the fig in here. Like, I'm just somewhere in the south of France and there is those, I don't know the word, crickets, like the cricket sound, and like just the peaceful, lovely cypress trees and the sea breeze. This is that. It's beautiful. Next up, we've got another patchouli scent. I didn't realize that I was choosing so many patchouli scents actually, but now having a look at it, there must be something about it. And next up, we've got Patchouli Figue from Panouge, Paris. And this scent, like this brand, has been around forever. Literally, it's in a fragrance book, like a history fragrance book that I've got actually. And this, the atomizer, is absolutely amazing. This is like a bonbonniere, sort of a patchouli fig scent. It's honeyed, it's soft, it's sweet, it's almost coconutty, that combination of the fig and the patchouli. It's such a unique, lovely combination. I mean, it's a classic combination as well. You don't find so many patchouli fig fragrances now, but I feel like they were much more of a classic combination from like 80s, 90s. This scent is absolutely divine. It's just gourmand, but also not too gourmand, very classic. I just love the combo of fig and patchouli. I think it just gives this fig a bit more oomph, a bit more of this naughty character, whereas fig usually is like quite an innocent, fresh note. This is just so good. You can wear it in the spring, summer, you can wear it in the winter time because it's got both of those, like fig more of a summer note and then patchouli more of a fall winter note. So absolutely divine, and I bet you probably didn't know about this fragrance, so definitely not a trendy scent. Another one of those fragrances that are just not, this fragrance doesn't care about any trends. It's not trying to be a caramel fragrance. This scent, it is Italian leather from Memo Paris. I love their leather fragrances. They've got such like fun array of leathers, and this scent in particular, it is very different. It's this leather that is super nutty. It is smoky as well. It's dry, woody. It's kind of dark, but it's also got like a good scent throw that almost feels like you are wearing a gourmand without wearing a gourmand, if that makes sense. It's not a sweet fragrance, but because of this nuttiness, this leathery nuttiness. You almost feel like you're wearing a gourmand. It's got amazing sillage, and it's a scent that is just so different. Definitely smells super niche, but in this like classic way, because you're having this leather note that is, you know, leather is not loved by every single person out there, so it's not a crowd pleasing fragrance necessarily, but I would say that this still will get compliments even from people who are not into fragrance, because it's such a just a classic but different scent. So beautiful Italian leather. If you like your more unisex niche fragrances, try it out. Next up, we've got a beautiful fragrance that is a white floral, and it is La Prima from Milano Fragranze. This scent, I've actually got it on my hand because I couldn't resist. I think white florals often, they are just very classic if done in a classic way. And this is a beautiful jasmine, davana, bit of like neroli. It's soft, it's very feminine. It's this fragrance that is just beautiful. It smells very elegant. It's something that, you know, will never go out of style because it doesn't have like a very decisive weird note, or it's not too sweet. This is just a beautiful, timeless, classy fragrance. If you love your white florals and you want something that is sweet but just gentle and absolutely stunning, this is a beautiful, just like almost like bubblegummy jasmine. It's absolutely stunning. And the bottle doesn't hurt. That is just a magnetic cup and a beautiful bottle as well. Let's go for another white floral, and it is Ellie Saab in white. A lot of designer scents, I would say they are kind of, you know, going into trends, but this, I would say, is a fragrance that in my collection I knew this is going to be on this list, because this is truly like a regal, beautiful jasmine white floral fragrance that is fresh, that is slightly green, that just smells like a beautiful wedding gown. It truly is, because he makes really beautiful wedding dresses, but I just think that somebody, the perfumer who made this fragrance, I don't remember who that person is, just really encapsulated that, you know, that wedding dress, a beautiful just time that is truly timeless. Like in every generation, we dream of weddings and we love weddings, and you don't wear like trends on your wedding day. You usually want something that in like 30, 40 years time, you'll look back and you'll feel like, okay, I looked okay, and not be like, oh my gosh, cringe, why did I wear this? So this is a beautiful scent, long lasting, perfectly appropriate for every day, for like office wear. If you want to be treated like seriously, you want to put off that really professional aroma around you, let's say, there is nothing quite like this. This just smells very put together and like don't mess with me, but you still got that feminine energy. So absolutely stunning, Ellie Saab. I'll link all of these down below for you, and any samples, of course, I can find for them, so you can have the pleasure of testing them. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, where I post a bit more about my life. And yeah, let me know what fragrances you consider those timeless fragrances that are not following the trends and you know that you'll love for years to come. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.